The man had already spent 13 years in prison. As long as he stayed out of trouble, he would be eligible for release next week. But the moment his new cellmate walked in, he immediately felt uneasy. 13 years behind bars had taught him how to read people, and this new guy was definitely not ordinary. Sure enough, on the very first day, the newcomer slashed another inmate in the face. Tyler had already been in prison for 13 years. Every single one of those years had been unbearable. He no longer even fantasized about life outside. He survived by cutting inmates' hair, never getting into conflicts with anyone. In prison, the key to survival was to avoid being remembered. But that day, the doctor told him that to ease the pressure on the prison system, they were planning to release eligible inmates. If he completed an evaluation form, he could apply for early parole. The doctor seemed to notice his nervousness and said as long as he filled out the form and stayed out of trouble, he would be fine. Tyler nodded, but he knew it was not that simple. Trouble was everywhere in prison. He took the evaluation form back to his cell and carefully read the questions. They were meant to judge whether he could function in society again. But one question made him stop writing. Do you have family or friends to support you after release? He stared at the line, not knowing what to write. Suddenly singing echoed from outside. A guard came to his cell and told him he had a new roommate. When the new prisoner walked in, Tyler instantly felt uneasy. The man came in complaining non-stop, and after the guard left, he walked straight to the toilet and started urinating, completely ignoring Tyler. Tyler had just been handed a chance at freedom, but now he was locked in a cell with someone who felt dangerous. A moment later, the man asked where the bathroom was. Tyler simply replied left, and the man left the cell. Only then did Tyler relax a little. The next day, Tyler called his ex-girlfriend Becca, but the number was no longer in service. He stood there frozen and slowly walked back to his cell. Soon after guards delivered the new inmate's belongings, a huge pile of items filled the tiny cell, pushing Tyler up to the top bunk. The man started organizing his space, lining up drinks and snacks neatly, and turning the game console on as if the entire room belonged to him. Another inmate came in trying to sell drugs. The man mocked him and told him to get lost. A while later, another inmate tried again, and the man suddenly snapped, smashing a can into the guy's face and cutting him open. The man ran out holding his wound. Tyler stayed silent on the top bunk. Doctors had told him not to cause trouble, but now that advice sounded like a joke. Over the next few days, their life together was surprisingly calm. One day, the man noticed Tyler had run out of toothpaste and casually handed him his own. Tyler froze for a moment while taking it. This man, who looked like he could explode at any second, might not be as dangerous as he thought.